Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to look at the subreddit r/entitledparents, where people tell us their stories of crazy mums and dads who think they're entitled just because they have kids. If you're new around here, please hit subscribe down below so that you never miss out on another video. But for now, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some Reddit stories. Entitled Mother wants me to give her Little Angel my Xbox game for Entitled Kid's PS3 after he acted like a prick and tried to steal my game. So this happened 1 year ago. My friend's dad brought his friends over and one of them also brought his family. I was at his house at the same time. Half an hour later, this kid who was barely 8 years old walks in when we were playing GTA 5 before he came upstairs, so we turned it off at its arrival as the game is not for 8-year-olds. This is how it unfolds. Just so you know, in Australia, game ratings go like this. G, same as the rest of the world. PG, same as the rest of the world. M, recommended for 14+, but can be played by someone under. MA 15, restricted to 15+, R, restricted to 18+. The entitled kid comes over. Hey, do you have a PS3? Because I do. He said it like it was a brag to own a PS3 in 2018. No, I have an Xbox One, which is better and a more powerful console. No, it isn't. You won't understand why, cause you're a console peasant. Anyway, was that GTA 5? We ignored his comment as he had no idea what he was talking about, and considering what he just said, he still won't understand even if we tell him. Yeah, but I'll get some different games for you. Hey, OP, can you take out some PG games from that drawer? I get some games out like Minecraft and Lego games, and he refuses to play them. He wants to play GTA. No, I want to play GTA 5. That game is not for little kids, you can't play it. No, I'm a grown-up kid. I can play whatever I want. Well, how about this? You play one of these. Now my friend had taken out some M-rated titles like Need for Speed. No, I want to play GTA. I'm saying this one last time. Pick one of the... No, I want to play that game. I'm a grown-up and you don't control me. Well, that's where you're wrong. My friend has extremely low tolerance for brats. My friend picks up the little kid and puts him outside his room, while entitled kid is screaming, and then locks the door. I gave you a choice, now you don't get anything. Control this, grown up. I'm telling mummy. We burst into laughter and started a new game of Forza. 5 minutes later, we get a knock on the door, and it's entitled Mother. Open this door right now. My friend opens the door. Entitled Kid told me that you slapped him because he wanted to play games with you. Actually, what happened was that Entitled Kid wanted to play an R-rated game and I won't let him. I even gave him the option to play some age-appropriate games, but he threw a tantrum and started yelling at us. Nonsense! Entitled Kid would never do something like that. He is a very good boy. Well, your little angel is a little brat. Let me see the game. My friend hands her the case for GTA and shows her the rating. She just mumbles and tells Entitled Kid to pick one of the other games. Okay, I'll play this one. Now get off. Actually, we're in the middle of a game right now, so you have to wait. No, it's my turn. Get off. First off, it's my Xbox, and second, you have been a brat so far, so at least try to be a little more nice. You have been playing for so long, it's my turn. No, just wait for 5 minutes. Fine, you want to be mean, then I'll... Call your mummy? Go do that, it doesn't bother us. Then the little brat just sits down and watches. A few minutes later, he walks up to the console and sits there. Then he tries to quietly grab my empty disc case, but the dumb kid falls over. Hey, why are you trying to steal my game? I paused the game and grabbed the case from him. Mummy, he stole my game! Now, entitled mother stomps up to my friend's room and started yelling at us. It was so much that I'm not bothered to type it all, but one of the phrases was, "Give entitled kid his game back right now." Look, he tried to steal my game because we told him to wait. Mummy, he's lying, it's my game. Entitled kid would never steal, he's not a brat like you. Oh yeah, well, prove that the game is yours. They both go silent. Why don't you prove it? Okay, first off, there's a receipt in there that says the game was purchased in my name and on cash. Second, your little brat owns a PS3, so this game cannot be his as it's not compatible with his console. And lastly, I brought this game with me, which you can ask my friend's mum, and my friend's dad about. That enough for you? There's a long silence, and then entitled kid tugs on his mum's sleeve. Well, give it to him anyway. He deserves it because he's a good boy. What? Are you deaf? I told you to give him his game back. She says his. You're too old for racing games anyway. At least she didn't say you're too old to play any games. Let me get this straight. You want me to give entitled kid my game because he's a good boy, even though he threw a tantrum when we didn't let him play an R18 game. He acts entitled, spoiled, and like a brat the entire time and treats us really bad. Then he tries to steal my game and lies about my friend slapping him. You know what? I'm telling your friend's mum and I'm getting you banned from this house. Go ahead. The entitled mother stomps away. Wow, she's crazy. We continue our game and play for the next hour without interruptions, and found out later that entitled mother stormed out when friend's mum sided with me and told her to stop being childish. No arrests or assault, but still worth sharing. I was really confused when the guy said, "Oh, I've got a PS3 and you're a console peasant." Who's gonna tell him, guys? Hey, stop your autistic child, me, from having fun. I was diagnosed with Asperger's at a young age, and to be fair, I was a bit of a brat. However, I was not usually a bad kid either. So when I was around 6, we had, and still do, a neighbour, who we'll call entitled mother. Her husband seems alright, and to be honest, I feel quite bad for him. Also, the child who I was friends with for a while, we'll call her kid, as she wasn't really entitled. So, me and the kid were technically friends, but we didn't get along. I, for whatever reason, would lose my temper really easily, and we would push each other around. Anyway, we never caused any great harm to each other, aside from that. Now, as I stated before, I have autism, and at the time had an obsession with Casper the Ghost, and would constantly ask to be called Casper. I am female, by the way. Anyway, I was not a bad kid, just struggled to maintain my emotions at time, and lacked a lot of social awareness. Apart from this, I have a good heart in many aspects. I like to think I do at least. So, entitled mother has had quite a lot of problems with my family, even now. She is the type of lady to wear denim jackets and dye/cut her hair to seem as if she is 20 years younger than what she is. She also has a horrid personality from what I know. I remember once, I had a really petty argument with kid, and decided I no longer wanted to hang out at my house. So I was watching TV, Cartoon Network or CBeebies, that kind of thing, and then entitled mother comes in and demands I turn the TV off, while yelling at me for falling out with kid. I start crying, and then she accuses me of faking my tears. Anyway, that was just one incident. This one is far worse. So, remember how I had an obsession with Casper? Well, I actually only heard about this story from my mum last year, I think. My mum was outside the playground when I was about 6, and waiting to collect me from school at the end of the day. The other parents were all there, and then entitled mother, along with her little gang of Karens, comes along to confront my mum, who was standing on her own minding her own business. Entitled mother says to my mum something along the lines of, "Your daughter seems to have an obsession with ghosts. That's weird." As she looks at the other parents for assurance. This part breaks my heart because my poor mum went home and cried. Besides, having an obsession with a cartoon character isn't even that abnormal. Entitled mother has done quite a few more entitled things, such as causing my father to get rid of his motorbike because apparently it was too loud for her in the mornings, despite the fact that it never woke anyone in our household, obviously closer to the garage, up. She also accused my father of looking at her through the window when she was in her stupid hot tub, and has sent us multiple letters threatening police involvement. She's just horrid, in my opinion, who seems to dislike our family for whatever reason. Unfortunately, we still live next to her. Also, this might seem overdramatic and cliched, but I can assure you it is the hard truth. Some neighbours just suck. I can't remember watching Casper the Ghost. I think I watched it like once, but I don't remember it. I might go watch it again after reading that story. Apparently, my phone is a Switch. Now, some of you might be confused by the title, so let me clarify. The phone in question is a Motorola Moto Z3 Play. This phone has a series of credentials called the Moto mods, which snap onto the back of the phone. The Moto mod in question is the Gamepad Moto mod, which makes the phone kinda look like a Switch, but not really. I'll throw a couple pictures on screen right now. And this time I'll actually put them on. By the way, I don't have the Gamepad Moto mod anymore. I had to get rid of it. Oh, and finally something that isn't iPhone compatible. Alright, this starts at the source, or Radio Shack, where I bought the Moto mod. We go just outside the store and put it on my phone, which reads the pins on the back, not Bluetooth, and just starts playing one of the compatible games. In enters entitled mother and entitled kid. "Hey mummy, look, a Switch!" Entitled kid approaches me. "Can I play on your Switch?" I didn't think he was talking to me, so I pay no mind. "Can I play on your Switch?" Me, realizing he was talking to me, "Sorry, but no, this is not even a Switch." Entitled mother has appeared. "Oh, just give him the stupid Switch. It's not like you need it." I just take the Moto mod off the phone and put it in my bag. "You broke it." "No, I didn't. That's just a thing for my phone." The entitled mother pulls out a cracked iPhone. "Then it should work with my phone then." "Not really, it won't work with iPhones." "Oh, you little idiot. Everything works with iPhones." "It's only compatible with Motorola." "Motorola? You mean the flip phones? Haha, those things can't play games. Just give me the controller." "Sorry, but no." I walk to the other side of the mall and start playing games again, and of course they follow me. Give us the Switch. Yeah, give it. My dad finally appears. Hey, OP, what's wrong? This crazy lady wants my new Moto mod, saying it's a Switch. Huh? Could you please back off? It's obviously not yours. It's Entitled Kid's Switch. Give it to me. The entitled kid grabs my phone with the mod attached and realizes that it is in fact an Android. You broke my kid's Switch. Security? The security guy appears. What seems to be the problem? This idiot broke my kid's Switch. Yeah, he broke it. That's actually my son's phone and a case. A random guy appears. Yeah, the dude's right, it's his kid's. Could you, unlock this Switch then? Entitled mother fails enough to put it in a 30-second lockdown. I forgot the code. I unlock it. He changed the code. Entitled mother then snatches the phone and the mod, tosses it in the air, and the phone falls. The whole right side of the $300 mod is obliterated. I don't have the money to replace it right now. Entitled mother gets arrested for destruction of property, and the phone is fine, since I'm using it right now. $300 seems a little steep for a modified phone, because when I looked at it, it doesn't look like much. Surely you could just buy a Nintendo Switch for that much. But maybe the Motorola is really good. I don't know anything about phones, so I'm probably not going to comment on it. Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now, or check out the playlist down below. If you enjoyed that video, then please do leave a like. And if you want to submit your own stories, then you can do so by joining the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.